All right, everybody, we got Joey here with Dixie Doggers TV podcast. I got my main man here with me, Joe Dill. He's my partner.
I've dodged it as long as I can. Now I've gotta show up.
Time to step up. This joker don't ever talk. I do all the talking, and you know how shy I am. So, but we're down here in our building. Been working on our studio a little bit. We still got a long ways to go. We're slowly getting it done. We got some of our awards from just some terrier events and stuff we put up on the walls, which we got a lot more than that we're going to put up. We got a little bit of soundproofing and stuff done on the walls. So maybe the sound quality and all that will be a lot better as we go along. You know, we're going to try to make this better every time that we do it. So we're going to get into talking some with Joe. A lot of you guys that have met us at the bay pens or hunted with us or stuff like that, y'all know who Joe is. He's my brother-in-law. And how long ago you started hunting with me?
7,
8 years ago?
7, 8 years ago.
I know it's been a pretty good while. I never thought that you'd be the one that would go, because most of y'all know Joe. Y'all know he's like, you don't really say a whole lot, you know. So the whole, grabbing a big boar hog and flipping it, honestly, I said, I don't think he would do it. And then once we done it, once he went with me, done it. That was it. He's been
it's something totally different. You can get hooked on it quick.
There ain't no doubt about that. So doing this, I mean, we do this. This is our life now.
Right.
I mean, this is what we do every day, and we have been for quite a few years. So, you didn't grow up hunting like this.
No. I hunted a couple of 4 or 5 times a year. We fished a little, but nothing nowhere near like this. A couple of times a week, or all week.
Yeah,
or all week, or all weekend. But this is completely different from the way I came up.
So that's like I said, that's to me, that's why I enjoy it so much. It's totally different. It's a hands-on approach. I mean, it's with the dog and the knife, of course, it's just something totally different. And I found out there's so many bonuses to doing this. Guys get our age, we're middle-aged now, never thought that I'd make it that long. So, I mean, after the first hunt of the year, you can tell where you're at as far as physical.
Yes. You by the end of summer, you can hang in there.
Yeah.
You're in a lot better shape. You got all
January
those
and February.
Yeah. You got all that Thanksgiving and Christmas dinner over out of your system.
Yeah, and I mean, it's kept both of us going, physical. Like I said, we're not these great Greek gods. I know y'all think we are, but we're not, guys. Come on now. But it does keep your heart pumping.
Definitely.
Keeps your heart pumping. What would you say, how many people do you think you've met through doing this? At all the events, the hunts, the whole 9 yards. I mean, I don't even know.
It would go into thousands.
Oh yeah.
I honestly believe thousands.
Yeah. I don't think we've ever met really any bad people.
No.
We met a few assholes, but I mean, that's everybody, and I'm one too. So
we've met some that's like, but they weren't bad people. They were just
didn't do things we do.
Right.
Or our, the way that we do things, our process. So, I've asked a few people, how many people have they met and all that, and some folks just like I don't know, like it's not really a part of it. But to me, that's one of the huge parts of it. It's like, you got all these new hunters that you meet. You go to the events, bay pens, field trials and stuff, meet all these other people in different states. How many friends do you have now as opposed to the first year you started hunting on Facebook, just social media, stuff like that?
Man, it's a lot more. I don't know the number, but there's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot more.
Yeah, I know it's, when I first started, of course, nothing was under my personal name. It was all just Dixie Doggers. And then it blew up real big. And this has been a long time ago. And that was before you started hunting with it.
Yep.
And then then all of a sudden you had a couple of jack wagons on there. They didn't like it. And they kept turning me in and trying to flag me and all that shit, So then then we wound up doing the Dixie Doggers page. It's then, I was like, well, hell, Joe's with me all the time. Because it went from just whenever you had a day off or my sister wouldn't ride you too damn mean, being too mean to you, he would go hunt. And then it was like, well, now he's going all the time. So it kind of grew from that. Me and Nathan was like, well, hell, Joe's a part of it. So now we all just it's kind of a family deal.
It is.
How can you incorporate your family into this kind of hunting?
Just take them with you.
Doesn't even matter.
You just gotta. It's no different taking somebody else. You just tell them load up.
But it's like what I like is family friendly. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you your wife wants to go, your kids want to go, your dad wants to go. Like we've carried your dad.
We have.
And he don't get out and hunt a whole lot anymore.
No.
But since we've started doing this, I know him and Emma, they run traps and they do. It's like it's a snowball effect.
It is.
It just once it starts going, it just starts rolling. And then next thing you know, everybody's caught up in it.
Yeah, Emma, she's definitely the one you're going to have to watch.
Yeah, she's my little buddy. She's been with us so many times, and she's got the most patience of any child that I've ever seen, really. She don't complain. She might, I'm hungry.
Oh,
but that's about it.
She's going to be hungry.
Yeah, but like she's not complaining. I've never heard her whine and cry, oh, go home. I've never heard that. She might have said it, but I've never heard it, It not just with the hog hunting, but, squirrel hunting, rabbit hunting, whatever, coon hunting, deer hunting. And we've carried them kids all over the place.
We've took her and Caitlin both several times, dozens.
Oh yeah. How many places have we carried them? You guess since you started? Several different states, like different states.
Oh yeah.
Anything to do with the hunting or the field trials? How many? You think?
Over half dozen.
Yeah.
At least out of state.
Yeah, just out of state.
Minimum half dozen.
Yeah, because you got Georgia, Kentucky, Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas. All over Alabama. That's about the majority of the places that we've hunted. So yeah, there's a half a dozen states right there. Mm-hmm. And that's not including, like they've been to different high fence operations, low fence, no fence, like Uncle Pat says, might be your fence. They've probably been involved in a few of them, I imagine. But it's one of those deals where the people you think would do this the least, that seems like it's always the guys who enjoy it the most.
I agree.
How many times have you seen old Billy Badass talking, and then when we get there,
they scared to get close,
they doing that hot foot, they jumping around, you're like,
and trying to poke, but
how do they stab a hog? Yeah. Tell them how they do it.
They're trying to poke, but they're scared to touch it with a knife tip.
Yeah. They gotta stand back. They got a 14-inch blade and they're 32 feet away from the hog. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, like I said, we've been trying to get Joe to get on here and talk with me for a while. Like I said, he don't like all the talking stuff. So it's kind of it's new to him. Usually he's always working, helping Nate do the camera, or he's helping with dogs or whatever. You know, he's always busy doing something. He was so busy with us at hog number 144 is when he finally stuck one. He'd put his hands on that many hogs before he stuck a hog, or been involved in that many hogs. I mean, I'm not one of those. I'm not a real stickler on that stuff, but I was, I kept up with him for a couple of years, and finally it's like, Joe, are you going to stick a hog or not? So what was the what was the difference in that? Shooting something or sticking something?
It's a lot different. I mean, you're getting personal with it. I mean, you're not 20, 30, 50 yards from it or 100 yards from it. I mean, you're getting a couple of inches from it.
Yeah.
And you know, it'll give you an adrenaline rush. There's definitely adrenaline rush.
That's right. So out of the 7-8 years we've been doing this now, we've been hunting together. How much time and how much money you think that you've invested? Don't say nothing about me. I don't want to hear that. And you can lie. I mean, I know you don't lie, but you can if you want to. You can tell them it's not much.
That's not much. That's not much.
It ain't much. Couple hundred. Couple hundred grand. So where are we headed to now from here? So what do we do?
Open this store up.
There we go. Y'all heard it, folks. We have officially, I know we've talked a couple times about this building deal. Well, we were doing it because we trap a lot and we run dogs a lot, thermal stuff. We needed a place to put all our stuff, number one. Number two, it's like, I'm not doing the construction stuff like I did for the past umpteen years, So now it's like, well, we need to do something that we enjoy. Like I said, we're that middle-aged stuff now, so we got to do something different. So me and Nate and Joe and our whole group of family, whatever you want to call it, everybody's involved in some form or fashion. We now have Dixie Doggers Supply. I mean, we don't even know if that's going to be the actual name of it, but it's going to open August 6th, no matter what. You know what I mean? We're, going to offer all the same stuff that we have. But,
all the same services.
Yeah. But we're selling cut gear, medical stuff for dogs. We've got, I don't know how much inventory of stuff. And we're still getting stuff. So it'll all be online as well. And then like I said, we have the brick and mortar store, collars, leashes, whatever has to do with a hunting dog. That's what we're going to have. Whatever that we can possibly attain within reason. That's what we're going to carry. So with the new store, studio, all this stuff, it comes a lot of work, a lot of longer days, longer nights. And then in the process of doing all this, there's a lot of guys, they've tried to get us to hold like a competition hunt in the years past. So tell them what we're going to do with that, Joe.
Maybe a competition hunt coming up.
Yes, it is.
Like real soon.
Yep. We're going to do, and I don't know, there might be other hunts like this. Not sure. I've looked at some stuff, and we've all kind of researched everything, but it's going to be basically kind of like the hog baying circuit. We have 4 hunts. We have 3 hunts throughout the course of the year. And then in February, we're going to have the Classic. That's when the big stuff's coming.
Prime.
All these are going, yeah, that's when the hogs are there. Everybody's whacking
prime
the stack.
season.
Yep. Well, at least it is.
For us.
Yeah, because deer season's going out. You know, deer season goes out February 10th. And now we can still legally hog hunt even during deer season with dogs, you know, but we have a special nighttime dog and knife season during the summer months. So we're going to accommodate that into these hunts. We have one for definite July 29th through August 6th. It's going to be a whole week. And no, you do not have to hunt the entire time. It's going to be it's just a heavy hog and longest cutters. I'm pretty sure we're going to do a side pot for the heaviest sow, just in general, you know, but the payout, we already have $1,000 guaranteed. All right. And then we already have added money. Then we have all kinds of just prizes and awards. And that's not including the entry fees.
Right.
80% payback on the entries. $200 a team is what everybody normally is going with. You know, what I've seen a lot of. We're not doing that. It's $50 a man. Because sometimes you don't want 4 guys on the team. Sometimes it's just me and Joe and we want to hunt by ourselves. Or it's 3 guys. Maybe it's me, Joe, and Rodney, or Nate, Joe, and Rodney. Or maybe it's JT and JJ. But if everybody pays the same amount, it don't matter how many it is, it's all going to come together. Everybody's paying the same amount, is what I'm saying. But we will limit it to a 4-man team, 4-man max, or woman,
Right.
4-person max. And the way we'll do it is we'll have weigh-in here at this location every night available. So if you catch a big hog and you want to bring him on, weigh him in, because it's hot right now, we'll weigh him in. If you're close enough for me to meet you within half an hour drive, I will drive where you're at. If you've got an hour drive, I'll meet you halfway. We'll hang the scales on the back of that flatbed and we'll weigh him right there. We're also looking at doing some virtual weigh-ins. I mean, this might not be for everybody, you know. Might be one of them deals you're like, nah, I ain't doing that. There are ways to do this and to make it work. It just takes everybody working together.
It will.
And, I mean, how long we've been working together? Long time.
Long time.
So how many people do we have that can go do this with us, just in our crew? Shit.
Oh, we can split up and two of us go 2 different ways.
Easy.
Easy.
Or we can split up and then 4 of us go 4 different ways. Whatever, like I said, we can accommodate. Now with this one, like I said, we already have some added money. And it's constantly growing. I'll have some more coming this week. And if any of you guys out there listening, hey, y'all want to add a little bit to the pot, contact me, Joe, or Nate. Mainly Nate, probably, because he's got all the finance stuff. So you can contact Nathan Wright and, hey, throw an extra 20 in the pot. We want to have these tournaments to where, even though they're smaller, we want them to have a good payout. When you go hunt a tournament or a competition hunt, and say you go from Thursday night till Sunday morning, how much you think it'd cost to run that, Joe? Just as 2 guys going hunting, what do you think you'd spend on that?
$500-600.
Exactly. And so if all you're doing is just the payout on the entries, well, hell, I mean, you might not get but $500 or $600 if there ain't but 10 or 12 teams in it.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the $1,000 guaranteed. So regardless, there's $1,000 up. And we still have 2 weeks before it's time to go. And during that 2 weeks, I promise you,
Well, there'll be more added money.
Oh, you know it will. Like literally just got started on it. Now the format and the layout and the planning has been done, but it's, we were about 3 weeks later than originally wanted to be. But I mean, it's also very hot, and that's why we're going to give such leniency on the time. I mean, how hard is it right now to go out there and hunt from Thursday night or Friday, hunt all day Friday night, Saturday night, and then weigh in Sunday? It's almost impossible.
It's impossible. There's no way the dogs could hold up to it with the heat and humidity we're having here in Alabama.
Yeah, I mean, and there's some dogs that will, and they'll just keep going. But why put all that extra pressure when we could say, okay, guys, we're going to span it out over a few days, over 6 or 7 days, and yeah, it's a lot harder to make all this work, but like I said, we can definitely make it work. And no, it's not like, oh, it's all on the honor system. No, it's going to be on the fact system. It's going to be on the facts. It ain't going to be like, well, I think he's telling the truth on it. No, it's going to be facts, and that's the only way it'll be. Like I said, I kind of see this one as probably hitting a few $1,000 mark. And then the next one we'll have in October. That's what we're talking. We're trying to get the definite date for sure. We want to have it right before deer season really kicks off. So if we get it by then, we'll have a guaranteed purse on it as well. Tried to get buckles made this time. They're not going to have enough time to get them to us. But the next ones, that's what we'll do. We will offer buckles too. So I know I like the buckles.
I like the buckles. Some of that Texas style brought to Alabama.
That's right. We won a few of them buckles, a couple of them anyway. 1 or 2. We ain't won many. But we hadn't competed in very many events that offered the buckles. I think that's the only one yeah. That's the only one we've ever entered that had buckles, and we placed in it and won a buckle, and it was nice. Yeah, I like those. And I know there's a couple of guys asked me, it's like, y'all be doing buckles? I was like, I can't get them in time on this one, but we will be doing them. So y'all can look out for Shankathon 2022. That's what it's called, and that's what it's going to be. So y'all make sure, keep your eyes peeled. We'll have a flyer up this week online so y'all guys can see it, you get a hold of it. We really want some good hunters to come in here and show out with some 300 plus pound boar hogs. That's what we want to see. Or 400 pound.
Caught with dog and knife.
It's dog and knife only. There's no other, not being a jerk by no means. This is a dog and knife competition hunt. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, dog and knife competition.
Yep. We'll have a thermal hunt, but it's not in this hunt at all.
Right.
It's not a division or a class or none of that. This is a dog and knife hunt. And I mean, of course, we'll have all the rules, regulations posted. You got to abide by all your state laws, federal laws. Of course, I don't see where we would have to just keep this right here around us for a personal weigh-in. That's why we were throwing around the virtual weigh-in.
That's right.
And we know several other places that have an area that they could weigh in, that they could be in person over here and weigh in, and we could be corresponding back and forth with them. I don't see why it won't work.
I don't either. And when we're talking about the Mississippi, we're talking about the Georgia, we're talking about the surrounding states. The Boars N Broads guys, they put on the Tulsa Standard Hunt, and I mean we didn't get to hunt it. And I mean, I really wanted to hunt it. We were trying to get done with stuff so we could do this. I wish we'd been done in time. But I mean, like I said, they had a good turnout, and they all kept it. It was in another state, but I know guys like Heath Calicott and them from right here. They went out there and weighed in.
you know, and they drove all the way out there. Like I said, if we can get it to where we can do some type of virtual weigh-in and get it down pat 100%, we're not opposed to doing that. In this day and time, the technology we have, there shouldn't be a reason why you couldn't do it. I mean, there's billion-dollar deals made every day, you know, on the webcam. There's a lot of shit made on the webcam, you know, but,
Yeah.
and it's all virtual. So, but we got those two things happening in our stuff anyway. So y'all just keep your eyes out for those. We'll give y'all some more information on that. So today we went back up to a farm we've been hunting. We had a few weeks off from up there. Pigs kind of moved out. So tell us a little bit about what we done today, Joe.
We about died. Of course, it was hot. The dogs just didn't want to act right. So, I mean, it really wasn't their fault.
No.
Because we didn't pay attention to what they was telling us.
That's right.
But once we got them where they wanted to go, it was pretty much a couple of minutes and it was over with.
It didn't take long. That's for sure. I think that's one of the biggest issues. And even myself, you know, I'm not perfect by no means, but I mean, we all do it.
Right.
We think that we need to go over there. And we take those dogs and we go over there. And then the dog turns around and goes the other way. Well, you get the dog and set it back. Go that way. Nope. Just let the damn dog go. I mean, I understand the whole casting and all that. And I know it works 100%. But there's also times where if they're not there, they're not there. So, but we wound up getting it straightened out. Had some young dogs, some pups that got a little time in today. Done pretty good.
Yeah, they did good.
Your dog did all right.
He's a water dog, I guess.
He looked like a damn.
He looked like a duck out there swimming around.
Duck dog. But now, I mean, he was hot.
He was hot. Because
he took off. Like I said, he nothing but a run and catch dog. And,
he run several hundred yards. And
yeah, which they had already been running, but he straightened it out. I think they winded that pig that Sally had down there. That's what it looked like on the Garmin. And then we got there. Well, Hank had it stopped. You know, midnight, Rodney's dog. She was down there baying. Then we sent them pups, and that was the end of that one.
That was the end of it. And
then that was the end of it for me.
Yes.
It's too hot.
You got a little warm.
I got too hot. When you're fat and it's 100 damn degrees by 9:30 in the morning, it don't work out too good. So I need like climate controlled hunting environment is what I need. That's what I need for real. I need to lose damn weight, probably what I need to do. But I'm just saying what I would like.
I wasn't gonna say nothing.
Yeah, I know you ain't gonna say nothing.
Well, I ain't got no room to talk.
Pick on a fat kid. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so we have a few other events coming up. A couple of events coming up.
One coming up in a couple of weekends. Next weekend.
Downsville, Louisiana.
Gotta go see our buddy Jake.
Yep. They're going to do the 2-Dog World Cup. No nonsense, no bullshit. It's a one-night event. Get there, sign your dog up, and then your dog, with your entry, with your paid entry, you get to draw a run also. So if you take your dogs down there, you don't know who you don't know who your partner's going to be because you're drawing. So you have the opportunity to run with the best dogs in the nation, in the world, literally, as far as the bait pen circuit.
Right.
I think it's hands down. I mean, we're in. You know, our dogs they're not that great by no means. But if you got the opportunity to run with a really great dog, take the opportunity.
Maybe they'll pick up on.
Yeah. If nothing else, your dog can learn a little something, you know. Maybe you won't mess the other dog up. That'd be me. I'd be worried about that. But that's going to be the 23rd.
23rd.
Yep, the 23rd in Downsville, the 2-Dog Cup. It's $300 entry. You got the free run, 1-day event. If you need any more information, something like that, holler at Jake Lucano. He is the man he's the man with a plan with a hog bay and stuff. Hogbaying.com, Uncle Earl's, Showtime, Hog Dogging, Old South, Dog Boxing, Pig Snatching, Jake Lucano. He's a bad dude. Like, you don't want to mess with him either. I'm telling you, I've seen him literally grab a 3-pound piglet with both hands and hold it down like it wasn't nothing. Like it wasn't. Now I also watched the video where Randy Durrell was flipping a 800-pound steer while Jake and them was watching him. I said, y'all seen that video? You'll say, oh, that's not the same video. Oh, shit. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry about that.
Was
Jake.
it a steer?
Yeah, I don't know. All right, then we have September 3rd coming up in Oklahoma. Now, it's going to be in Ringling, Oklahoma. It's Mud Creek Hog Dog Trials. I've seen it. Get some info on Facebook, Rusty Mayshore. I've got their numbers and stuff. If you want to, if you need some contact info like that, just hit me, Nate, or Joe, or somebody up like that, and we'll get you a number for any of those events. Need to check them out, support it, even if you don't want to take your dogs. But we encourage you to bring your dogs, even if you're just a regular old woods guy. That they started having woods events. They have events for first timers at some of the events. So it don't hurt to go check it out and see if that might be something you want to do. And if it's something you do want to do, man, there's so many people there that'll help you. It's not an issue.
No.
Get somebody to show you the ropes. That's for sure. So y'all make sure y'all check those out. We're going to try our best to make every event. Well, I think we're going to do some broadcasting while we're there. Probably, I know Jake and I had talked about interviewing several of the people that's been in the Bay Pen stuff, competitors, a long period of time. We've interviewed several people that are top-notch competitors. But like I said, there's some that even those top-notch competitors, they look up to,
Right.
And they want us to talk with them. So, we're going to keep on trying to produce what y'all guys want us to do. You just let us know. Down there at the bottom, do the comment thing. Let us know if you got ideas or anything like that. So we're also going to be doing this right here a little bit more often. So like I said, in the other video, I've got the schedule of when we're going to be, uploading stuff, or Nate's going to be doing it. I'm not doing it. Nate is. And so after all that talking that Joe did, I'm telling y'all probably heard him say more than you're ever going to hear him say. So when he speaks, pay attention, because it means something when he say it. He's not like me, just talking all the damn time. You know what I mean? But he is kind of like Rodney Bell. He does sleep a lot. Sorry, Rodney. You asked for it. We do want to do some thank yous to a few people. Crockett Taxidermy, you guys at the top. He's been supporting us forever. Whitetails, Alabama. That rascal's been in there with us a long time. Old Donnie Yates. Who else? All American Hunting Hounds. John Van Note. Miss Teresa at Big River. She's been there. We've got some newer people that's been around. We've known them for a while, but they're really supporting us a lot now. Heath Calicott, he's got Argo Deer Processing. Y'all check him out. He's a local business owner. He's a local hog hunter. He has a processing company, and I mean, check him out. You need beef or pork, any of it done, he can handle it. I know he just got that kicked off pretty good, so y'all give him some business. And then we've got, of course, we've got all our Bay Pen family. I want to say thanks to all you guys and supporting us, because Boars N Broads, Texas Tusk, Jake Lucano, Randy Durrell, Code Red Kennels, Red Rider Kennels, man, Diamond G Kennel. We can go down this list for a day. I could probably sit there and do it. But I don't want to just like people think I'm leaving them out, because I'm not. You know that. How long is my memory?
Longer than mine. Mine's a couple of seconds.
Mine ain't that. I don't know about it. Maybe, huh? What was we talking about? So look, I know, like I said, this podcast was a little bit different than the other ones we've done. This is more of like a hog news interview 101. You know what I'm saying? WVTM Channel 5, Hog Dog News. Now that I don't know, that sounded kind of. But anyway, thank all of y'all. We appreciate you. Y'all just keep doing what you're doing. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Comment sometimes. Talk with us. Come hunt with us. Whatever. I might need to borrow $5. Might need to borrow some gas money, which would be $500. So thank y'all so much for everything. Thank you, Joe, for being on here with us finally. And we'll see y'all on the next one.
See ya.